This is Edwin, and this is NDANGOH'S Diary. If you are just tuning in, please click the subscribe button. For today's video, I'd like us to look at 5 unnoticed workplace practices that might lead to your dismissal. 5 unnoticed workplace practices that might lead to your dismissal. You see, not everything is written in textbooks. In life, we learn from experience. That is why it is often said that experience is the best teacher. Most of us, when we have our jobs within the first few years, there are minor mistakes that we make. And when we sit back and think of these mistakes, we have regrets. We wish we never made these mistakes. The very first one is forgetting or failing to sign out when leaving the office. Most workplaces nowadays have a system where you have to come in, sign in, write your name and the time that you arrive at the office. And when leaving, you equally have to sign out and write the time that you are leaving. But most often, you might sign in and forget to sign out when leaving. And to you, you think this is a minor issue, but then such things like this can actually cost your job when it comes to evaluation. So please endeavor to follow the rules. If the rule says sign in and out, make sure you actually sign in and out. The second aspect is not respecting dress code. Again, most workplaces have dress code that they go by. If you're being expected to dress in a certain color in a certain day, make sure you do that. Don't dress differently because you want to be unique. Yeah, we all are different in one way or the other. We are unique in our own way, but then you have to follow the rules. That's why you're there. Signing that contract, you actually agree to obey the rules. So dress like everyone else. If they say Monday, come in dressed in white shirt and black pants, do that. Do not dress differently, because I bet you at the end of the day, when it comes to evaluation, this will equally affect you. Dress appropriately. Dress as expected. The third aspect that we often ignore is failure to greet. Yes, we don't care to greet subordinates. Some of you, maybe you are in a hurry, you are rushing to the office. You pass the security guard by the gate without greeting. In your mind, oh, he's a subordinate, why should I greet? No, please. You should greet, irrespective of who, because at the end of the day, your stay in that company is the voice, the opinion of everyone that is involved, because that is evaluation. They talk to everyone that works in the company. It's known as peer review. So that security guard that you might tend to ignore might actually be the person that made you to lose your job. Greet everyone if necessary. The next aspect is making too much complaints. Yeah. You're a crybaby. Every now and then, you're making complaints. You're rushing to your supervisor or coordinator to complain about one thing or the other. No. You are expected to take responsibility on what you're doing. Individual responsibility is very important. So be able to function alone. Be able to work alone. It's not every time that you have to complain. In fact, as a term of rule, complain only when it is necessary. Complain only when you can solve the problem. But if you can handle the problem by yourself, avoid making complaints. Please, never do that. Avoid making complaints at all. You have to do this. It's very important. And by the way, once again, if you're just tuning in, click the subscribe button. Subscribing and sharing helps this channel to grow. And the very last aspect that we often make is rushing in and out of the office. Yes, be honest with yourself. You're guilty about this. Almost everyone. Because you're done with the work of the day. The rule says closing time is at 4 p.m. in the afternoon, and maybe by 2, 3 you're free. You think you might rush out to get a cup of coffee. You think you might rush out to make a call or take a call. This again is not an appropriate behavior in a workplace. These 5 behaviors might actually cost your job. It is for your own interest to pay attention and try to behave as expected when you are at your job site. I hope this helps. Happy working and see you next time. Ciao.